Vacant blocks once used to produce fruit are dotted throughout South Australia's Riverland years after a crippling drought forced growers off the land. But former growers are now being encouraged to make the blocks productive again by harnessing the sun's power in a different way.
Rolly Telfer grew fruit and grapevines on his family's block his whole working life. He left the industry in 2009 after prolonged drought left him with scorched fields and little hope.
I decided that the exit package that the federal government offered to growers to sell their water back to the government for the environment was the only way that I could go to get myself out of the mess that I found myself in.
Empty blocks like this could soon be put to use, trialling a new renewable energy project in South Australia's Riverland. Solar farms, like wind farms, aren't new technology, but Renmark's Mark Yates says if created on a small scale, profits from solar farms could stay in the pockets of landowners instead of ending up with big companies and international investors. The power generated from the small sites would be sold back to the grid, with landowners getting a return as shareholders in the project.
With our smaller scale solar farms, 100% of the profits that the system generates can be retained back into the local community, as opposed to some of these funds which sort of go elsewhere.
This is the first test site for the small-scale solar farms set up in an old storage facility in Renmark. If this test is a success, landowners will be able to put their properties up for further trials.
We'd like to sort of get 12 months worth of full data to sort of capture that whole, or the annual period that the system's generating, so that way we can draw a really clear picture and be very sort of transparent to show people sort of what the costs are and what the return is over a 12-month period.
Well, the property I've got with a total acreage of 55 acres, and it's just sitting vacant at the moment, growing weeds and nothing else. So it seems a waste to just leave it sitting there.
The Renmark test site is expected to start generating power by the end of this month. Isabel Damon, ABC News, the Riverland.